Denis Nikitin came to a restaurant in Kiev for an interview with a gun with 2 armed guards. In wartime Ukraine, this would not be as surprising.
But there is one detail: Nikitin Rus.
Before Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine last year, Nikitin was an important figure in Russia's football hooliganism scene,
making connections between farright groups across Europe.
He was known as a notorious Russian nationalist 10 years ago. If we met on the outskirts of Luton,
we could fight.
But now an adult said, quote, while the 2 guards stared at a short distance. He was wearing completely blacks. Nowadays, Nikitin manages the Russian Volunteer Union. Denis Nikitin Our state is our enemy.
We realized that we had to fight the state.
The RDK held several cross-border raids earlier this year,
along with another Russian group fighting on the Kiev side,
and briefly captured villages in Russia before retreating to Ukraine. Raids recorded with chaotic, high-energy videos posted on the internet have led a huge increase in PR for Kiev and showed that the Kremlin was unable to control Russia's borders and was vulnerable to partisan attacks. Russian officials labeled the RDK as a terrorist and in turn exposed Ukrainian cities to heavier missiling than usual. Ukrainian officials,
after Russia's military defeat, collapsed the Putin system.
RDK and similar units. They argue that it may be part of pro-Ukrainian power that is moving towards Russia, perhaps taking
permanent control some Russian territory.
However, RDK are complex allies for Ukraine. Most of its members have extreme right-wing views, growing in Russia and Germany.
Nikitin has been banned from entering the Schengen area since 2019 and is known as one of Europe's
worst neo-Nazis. He uses the name White Rex,
which is also the name of his own clothing brand,
which uses extreme right-wing s. Nikitin has been living Kiev since 2017.
A year after he and other Russian hooligans participated violent with British fans Marseille 2016. Nikitin held a series of mixed martial arts competitions in Kiev, known for bringing together farright activists
across Europe.
According to Nikitin,
it has become more and more anti-Kremlin over the years. We understood that immigrants are not the biggest evil.
Our state is our enemy. We realized that we had to fight the state, said in the restaurant.
New RDK members throw bullets from automatic weapons to targets lined up 50 meters away in a polygon near Kiev. They will soon go to the front to support Ukrainian operations. When Putin launched a large-scale attack on Ukraine last year, Nikitin had the chance to truly fight the Russian state.
He called his friends in the Ukrainian army and asked how he could help. What started with the unofficial help of several Russians in Kiev turned into the core of a
battalion. The first mission to Russia came in early March. It was an intoxicating feeling that we crossed the border for the first time. It was as if it was Motherland on one hand,